you know this already, but 15 is an MSC certified restaurant, right? I don't just want you to know about how you go about running your kitchen with this certification, but we need to understand how you apply for the blue tick. And that's what we're going to work on today, okay? If other kitchens you go to work in are going through the process, well then you know what's involved. Okay, it's not difficult if you're going to sell MSC fish on your menu, but you've got to make some changes to your kitchen and you've got to get inspected. Okay, so the first thing you do is you need to speak to your supplier and make sure they're what?
MSC certified.
So they're MSC certified. Then you're going to find out what fish they've got available.
Yeah.
They might have some old classic fish, they might have some new MSC certified fish, but you've just got to look at what they've got, and then it gives you an opportunity to get creative with your menu. Even though we want MSC certification, it's not the MSC that do the audit. So we need to get an independent auditor to come around and do that audit.
The MSC website has a wealth of information on it, and it's actually worth checking out. I think we found 2 or 3 places that were quite close by to our shop. So it was just a few quick phone calls, and we actually discovered there's quite a bit of price difference between some. So I would certainly recommend trying a few.
Okay, so the auditor needs to come around and inspect our kitchen, but before they do that, we need to get organised. If you don't understand any part of the audit, you need to ask a certifier and they'll explain it to you. When the inspector walks into your kitchen, you want everything prepared. Right, next step. The auditor arrives, we know our kitchen's up to scratch, we're rigorous about storing our MSC seafood, we've just got to show that to the auditor, and that's what we call an on-site audit. Key thing is, they're not coming to have a go at you, but if they find you're selling fish and saying it's MSC certified when it's not, well then that's really bad. It's what they call an open book examination, and you're showing the auditor that everything is working right.
And I think it perhaps took about 4 hours. It's as straightforward as that, and after that 4 hours, that's you gained MSC certification.
The process of certification was actually a lot easier than we thought. So when we first saw this huge great manual, it was a bit daunting, but then we broke it down into the little bits, and actually it was a lot easier than we'd feared. Moshi Moshi went through the conventional process, but actually you could easily just as well do it online.
Well, Ondine, we were the first restaurant to do the online certification. Being honest, it wasn't such a big challenge as some may think, because I didn't grow up with these guys, so at first I was a little bit, oh my goodness, it's going to be quite a challenge, but it wasn't. And if I can do it, then anybody can do it. On the serious side, it's the same amount of responsibility whether somebody's sitting beside you or it is online. So, you know, the same process has to be thought through, and you have to work it in exactly the same way. What we've done is we've just designated one shelf only to MSC. We photograph that and then we send it off to the assessor, so he can have a look at our kitchen. He can also look at the supply line which is coming in. I've taken some photographs this morning of the kitchen just to prove that they were still working in the correct manner, and it is as straightforward as that. So I'll get that sent off now. More like Facebook than Facebook. It's exactly the same really, isn't it? You're taking a photograph, you're downloading it onto your computer, and then you're sending it on. So yeah, it's exactly the same really. But I just think Facebook's a bit more exciting. Jason.
Yes, chef.
Can you slice the Alaskan salmon for tonight? You know, the MSC salmon?
Yes, chef.
Good man. Neil?
Yes, chef.
I need 8 portions of fish fingers for lunch.
Yes, chef.
Just go for it and do it online, and you know, save yourself some money.